We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the San Diego Padres and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Hyunjin Ryu will be on the mound for the boys in blue. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, Matt, he reminds me, he's the closest thing that I've seen to David Wells. You watch him throw, he's 89 to 93 miles an hour, kind of a big, loopy, overhand curveball. Does have the hard slider and the changeup. A good athlete for a big guy. You'll know if he's on early, he has to get his breaking pitches over to make his fastball effective.
Digging in, Fernando Tatis. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Soft liner to the right side, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. Not particularly graceful there, and as a result, he'll be slapped with an E4 on the play. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in, the American League's Silver Slugger Award winner at first base a season ago. A fastball that he's way out in front of, a swing and a miss. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Row, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with two strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
Popped him up, and that's in there. Base hit. The relay, and he is safe at second base as he legs out a double.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
Count still at 1-2. Here he comes again, 1-2. Chopped weak. Turner moving to his right. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game.
That could be a tough read for the runner at third, because your first instinct is to take off for home on a ground ball. But when it's right at the corner infielder like that, it doesn't take a whole lot to nail you at the plate.
Stepping in now, Franz Reyes. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now, 3-2. Hit back up the middle. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. At the plate, Jock Peterson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Hey, that two-seam fastball is going to be the be-all, end-all of this game right here. Who's going to execute? Is the pitcher going to be able to keep going to that well, or is the offense going to be able to make an adjustment and hit that ball in the gap?
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact.
Get off me, ball. That ball's way too far inside. He's got to step out of the box right now and adjust his batting gloves, because he just got stung by a pack of wasps.
And he could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Now a moment for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Zero, what you got on this lineup tonight?
Well, Matty, we know this is a pitcher's park. The numbers bear it out. Look for the managers to play a part in this one. Hopefully the guys listened in the hitters meeting. They're going to stay up the middle, big part of the yard. but when they get on, look for some wheels in motion, some execution, trying to manufacture some runs. I think that's how this lineup will play it out.
1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Renfroe moves over, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting third baseman, Justin Turner.
Next for the Dodgers, Justin Turner. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full, 3-2.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
Two out, nobody on. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Dodgers down in order. Still no score. Next, history with Hyun-Jin Ryu. He's 1 for 3. The 1-2 is offered.
Dodgers. The guy I want to spot shadow today is Cody Bellinger. Versatility or where he hits in a lineup, but a guy who can play Gold Glove first base and move to the outfield.
Into the box now, Will Myers. The 1-1.
Really not the best 2-strike approach either.
And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Through an inning and a half. No score on MLB Network. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
All right, guys, let's take a look at how the Pods line up on D. Guys, the person I want to focus on is Eric Hosmer. This guy is coming into his own from the offensive standpoint, but don't get it twisted. This is a Gold Glove first baseman that makes the game look easy on the defensive side.
Ready now, Max Munson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Bottom of the second here with no score. A bouncer up the middle. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Jeez, this looked like a routine grounder that just got away from him. Every school kid knows that you've got to look it all the way into the glove. He didn't, and now they've got to deal with a 1-out base runner.
Standing in now, Matt Beatty popped him up. Hosmer waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting 7th, the shortstop, Chris Taylor.
Striding into the box, Chris Taylor, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And that's high and off the plate, 2-1. Lamet is kind of an interesting guy when you dig into his starting pitching tendencies. As starters go, he does a nice job of limiting base hits, but what's proven to give him trouble at times is the walk. He tends to issue a lot of free passes, more than you'd like to see.
That's an interesting note, Matty D. And I think one of the things that he doesn't give himself enough credit for, when he falls behind in the count, 2-1, 3-1, he's the kind of guy that's just not going to lay one in there and let you whack it. He'd rather start with a fresh count to a new batter. So I wouldn't look at that as a negative. He just isn't the kind of guy that's real aggressive when he falls behind in the count.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1 left for LA. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. So coming to the plate, Austin Hedges. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How do they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
3-1 to him now. The 3-1. 3-2 now. The 3-2 pitch. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
In now, Dinelson Lamet. And the Padres pitcher behind with a 1-2 count. 3rd inning, no score to this point. He'll try again, 1-2. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
Into the box now, Fernando Tatis fouled off. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And my goodness, how about this? He struck out the side in back-to-back innings, 6 in a row, and the inning is over. Padres down in order. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Russell Martin now. The 1-1. Is a fastball that misses. Into the corner and slicing foul. Swing and a miss as he starts the 3rd the same way he ended the 2nd with a punch out, 1 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Tatis ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. Dodgers have yet to break into the hit column here. Two balls and 2 strikes now. All even at 2-2. Here it is. A Swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
2 balls and a strike to count. Now the 2-1. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. And he's going to start this inning out the same way he started the previous 2. 7 consecutive strikeouts. My word. 1 away. Here's Manny Machado now.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far in this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
2-1 to count. Now the 2-1. Is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. He loses him on ball 4.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, Franz Reyes. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Sliced hard on the ground. To second for 1. On to first, and it's another double play. They're second in the first 4 innings as that one will retire the side. And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Now batting.
Digging in for his second at bat, Justin Turner. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Broke out the sweeping slider right there and just missed off the edge. If he would have caught the corner right there, I think he's got a backwards K.
No runs, no hits, 1 error in the ball game for the Dodgers to this point. 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
After 2 breaking pitches, a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Now here's the pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up, or he can really hurt you.
Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
The 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Turner, base runner at first with 1 out. Count remains 2-2. count to Bellinger. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Another full count offering on its way, and he misses again here. It's ball 4, and that's back-to-back walks here with 1 away.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
The 1-2, and it's fouled away. This is skied into short left center. Myers comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, Matt Beatty.
At the plate, Matt Beatty. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Popped him up. And this will be taken in out there by Kinsler, and that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Digging in now for San Diego, Hunter Renfroe. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. No contact there, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. The 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Shin high fastball that time, ball 3. Will Myers will be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. Bellinger ranging back almost into the short porch, but it's off the wall. And the Friars are in business right away. It's a leadoff double.
You could hear the solid contact all the way up here, and I thought we were going to have our first run of the game right there. Gets all the way to the fence, but it stays in the park, so he'll have to be okay with the double.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing in this, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Into the box, Ian Kinsler. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error for the Padres so far. Lays off 2-2 now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Very weakly on the ground. Grounded back up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Boy, it's been tough to score in this one so far through the 5th inning, but that RBI base hit right there is a nice breakthrough.
Yeah, it's been a great pitcher's duel up until this point. They've been executing on the bump without question, but that RBI knock right there might set the tone for the later innings.
And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Bellinger is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the 2nd out. Up next, it'll be the pitcher for the Padres, Dinelson Lamet. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-1. High in the air into shallow left center. Taylor is calling for it, and that retires the side. Padres able to pick up 1 on a couple of hits. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Padres on top, 1-0. Next up for Los Angeles, Chris Taylor. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. 2-2. Lifted down the line in left. And no one will track it down. The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
Stepping in now, Russell Martin. There's a foul ball off to the right side, and that'll move the count to 1-2. The 1-2. Swung on and lifted down the left field line. Renfroe giving chase. That's a hit, the first in this game for the Dodgers.
The pitcher, number 99,
the pitcher, Hyunjin Ryu, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Got it back in time there, and it's 2-1.
Great decision there to pull back. Step number 1 in getting a sacrifice bunt down, make sure you bunt a pitch that you can handle.
Shows bunt here, but this one misses. Ball 3. Now a bunt attempt here. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out. Now back to the top of the Dodgers order. Digging in, John Peterson, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Tried to throw the fastball by him, but it's high, 1-2.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he fouls this one off. Shoots this one over to first. So they do get their first hit, but their first run will have to wait as the inning is over. Dodgers leave one. They're down 1-0. Ready for another chance. Fernando Tatis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Padres shortstop ahead with a 3-ball 1-strike count.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
Hit on the ground out to short. And they will get no. He's in there. A very close play at first.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Roll, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Another payoff pitch. Ground ball right side. The second for one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. So a runner at first now with one away, and standing in now the third baseman Manny Machado. Now the 1-1 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Bellinger's under it. 2 down. Stepping into the box, Franz Reyes. Hosmer is off of first with 2 away. Bouncer to the left side. Fielded cleanly. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Padres leave one, but they lead it 1-0. And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. They'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. To first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, third baseman.
Now batting, Justin Turner. It was a walk in his last trip. Hard hit ball to second. There to get it is Kinsler. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, right fielder.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Right side, taken in by Kinsler. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Dodgers down in order. It remains 1-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Padres out in front in this one as we come to our game summary for the first 6 innings of play. Digging in and looking for more, Hunter Renfroe. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. The 2-1. High in the air out towards shallow right. Bellinger is camped under this one. One gone.
Center fielder, number 4.
Coming to the plate now, Will Myers. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. A 1-2 count to Will Myers.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Left side. This is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
Hey, they say in this game you better have a short memory. Well, that's obviously the case with this batter. He came into that third at bat after getting his ticket punched twice and was able to get a single.
Pedro Baez comes on to pitch here with 1 man gone in the top of the 7th. Ball taken there. 2-1 now. Now the 2-1 is in off the plate.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
The 3-1 pitch is strike 2 swinging.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
3-2 pitch. To the left side, but it's well fouled. Chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. He's got it. Throw on to first takes care of Kinsler here for out number 2. Settling in now, Austin Hedges. Runner in scoring position with Sergan. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. High in the air out to center field. Verdugo will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1 left for San Diego, but they're up 1-0. Now at the plate, Max Munson. He flew out in his last at-bat. The 1-1. Lifted down the line in left. And no one will track it down. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Stepping into the box, Matt Beatty.
Left fielder, Matt Beatty.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Softly hit here to the left side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul. Now this is slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get to. And indeed, he won't look at second. He'll just flip it on over to first to take the sure out.
Left catcher, number 55. Russell Martin.
Stepping up to the plate, Russell Martin. He's working on bringing home the tying run, standing at second base. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Padres 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Greg Garcia is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Number 5, Greg Garcia.
And they'll come back with 1 in the third as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now a slider misses, and that pushes the count to 3-1.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Up next for the Padres.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Fernando Tatis. At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2. Fouled away. Garcia aboard here at first with nobody out. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Eric Hosmer will be next. Popped him up. Munson ranging into the outfield. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. It's been the kind of game we've come to expect here at Dodger Stadium over the years as you check the line score. Pitching, defense, and not a whole lot of offense to this point. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
And that's into the outfield for a run-out base hit. And the throw in gets away from him.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard-hit line drive.
In now, Manny Machado. 1-2 as he chases the slider.
Wow, the Padres have been scuffling so far. They need to get a big hit, and it's about time somebody comes through right about now.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Franz Reyes. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, 1 swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
Digging in once again, Hunter Renfroe. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Trying to keep the deficit right where it is, the pitch. And a bouncing ball, foul. Here's the 2-2. Fouled off. Here now the 2-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. Pods leave him loaded. They lead it 1-0. Craig Stammen is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Austin Barnes will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Here now the 2-2. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the Dodgers get their leadoff hitter on base to kick off the inning.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. That's bounced foul. It's 2-2. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2. But when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Now the payoff pitch home. Oh, on the ground is short. Could this be 2? Kinsler for 1. Back to first, and a costly at-bat there as the possible tying run is erased on the double play. So his day over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the San Diego starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening. Coming to the plate now, Alex Verdugo. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Hit sharply on the ground. And stretching for it is Kinsler, but it's out of reach. A base hit. And the 2-out base hit will bring in Justin Turner to bat next.
Hey guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Standing in now, Justin Turner. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. A runner on first with 2 away. Quick check on that time run at first. And a dive, but he's back in. Swing and a ball pulled hard down the line in left. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. He'll score, and the Dodgers have drawn even. We're all square at 1 apiece.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Into the box now, Cody Bellinger. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
Stepping in now, Max Munson. All over that one, but a little out in front, foul ball. Another full count offering on its way. High and deep to straightaway right. Reyes looking up. And as Dodger fans have heard for years, she is out of here. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field as they take the lead 4-1.
It looked like he might just work out of that inning only giving up a single run, but it all comes crashing down on that mistake. Nothing like a 3-run bomb to change the entire complexion of your day on the mound.
Number 66 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 66.
In now, Matt Beatty. All even now, 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Little dribbler down the line. To his right, Machado. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Last chance coming up for the Padres. It's now 4-1 LA. Welcome back to our MLB Network broadcast. Great look there at the skylines of Los Angeles and Hollywood. Number 41 will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Number 41.
Kenley Jansen comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Now to the plate, Will Myers. He singled his last time up.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against the closer.
And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
You know, you don't always have to straight challenge a guy on a 3-2 count. With the 3-run lead, no one on base, this is the perfect situation to do it. No reason to nibble and possibly set up a big inning.
Bellinger on the move, and he makes the catch in the corner.
Now batting, second baseman, Ian Kinsler.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Bases are empty, 1 man out. The 1-2. Here's a high pop-up. Peterson is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Padres, catcher, Austin Hedges.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Austin Hedges. Career matchup numbers against Kenley Jansen. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Here it comes on 1-1. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and the home crowd is loving it as they jumped out in front in the bottom of the 8th, and they did what they had to do in the 9th to seal the deal.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The Dodgers posted 4 runs in the 8th on the way to victory. Pedro Baez gets the W on the mound. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, we're all thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers. 4 runs on 6 hits. With 1 error, they left 5 men on base. For the Padres, 1 run on 6 hits. 1 error, they left 9 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 54 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, a sellout, 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending tonight's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive home safely.